It's a busy Friday night in the KHL. We got 9 games for you to enjoy. Let's not waste any time and get right into it. I'm your host Andrea Sachenko and you're watching Daily KHL Update. We take you out east first where Boris visits Sibir. The House break the ice late in the first. Jyrki Paka buries a rebound from a tough angle, and in his long drought, he scored his previous goal all the way back in September. Sibir doubled their lead early in the second. Viktor Komarov goes for the wraparound and nets his 10th of the season. Boris called timeout and get on the board as well just over a minute later. Maxim Musarov gets his lumber on Jesse Blacker's long shot and it's 2-1. The first is tied up 6 minutes into the third. Phil Barone finds Kirill Panikov in the slot and he sends it past Harry Saturday. Game-winning goal comes 2 minutes later. Jesse Blacker backhands it home while Valeria Rekov and Dmitry Shevchenko draw the helpers. Boris clinched the playoffs with this win. 3-2 is the final. We move on to Magnitogorsk now, where Metalurg do battle with Agbars. No scoring in the first, but the teams combined for a fair share of chances in the second. First, Dennis Rasmussen can get it past Adam Radeborn on the 2-0 rush. And then Vasily Koshchkin makes several huge saves to keep it a tie game. Olympic champion was certainly in the zone in this one. Metalurg finally break the ice 5 minutes into the third. Mikhail Pashtin shoots from the point and it goes straight in. Dennis Rasmussen doubles the lead 9 minutes later. The puck goes up in the air and Taylor's back shot and the Swede slams it home on the rebound. Later in the period, Agbars almost get one across the line as the puck squeezes through Koshchkin, but Magnitka net matter is quick enough to cover it up. And just to make sure, Sergei Plotnikov scores his 10th of the season on the empty net. Koshchkin goes on to stop 42 shots and Metalurg blank the top team of the league. 3-0 is the final. Welcome to Chelyabinsk, where Tractor defend the ice against Amur. The Tigers strike first and early. Kirill Raskazov beats Ivan Fedotov just over 2 minutes in for his 9th of the season. Amur make it a 2-0 hockey game with just 12 seconds remaining to play in the period. 2011 World Juniors champion Denis Golubov finds the back of the net. Tractor got into their lead early in the second frame with a power play marker. Alexei Bovaltsov slides it across the seam and Slava Osnovin throws it past Evgeny Alikin. A few moments later, Tomasz Gika rushes into the zone, drop back for Nick Balin, who shoots and Alikin makes a nice glove save. Tractor find the equalizer in the dying seconds of regulation. Lawrence Pilot slings it home from the high slot to blow the roof of the building. Overtime solves nothing and Tractor go on to win in the shootout. Lukas Sedlak with the deciding attempt. 3-2 is your final on this one. We're now in Nizhny Novgorod, where Torpedo face red-hot Dynamo Moscow, who have won 5 out of the past 6. The blue and white make point in case in the opening shift. Daniil Tarasov opens up the score just 15 seconds into the game. Torpedo even it up 6 minutes later. Slava Kolomin turns the puck over and Chris Terry beats Ivan Bocharov from the high slot. The hosts capture the lead soon after that as Damir Zafarov goes for a skate on a quick transition play and scores his 20th of the season. What a goal! Dynamo level at 31 seconds into the third. Daniil Tarasov takes a hard shot from the blue line and Magnus Pajarvis Svensson is the last one to touch it. This one goes to the shootout as well and the hosts prevail. Captain Anton Shelford with the winner. 3-2 is the final count. Next up, Podolsk Moscow region. We're here to see Vitas take on Dynamo Minsk. The hosts strike early in the second period. Rookie Zahar Bardakov gets the puck from Yuri Pautov, puts on a clinic in the offensive zone and beats Dominik Fork between the wickets. Vitas improved their lead to 2-0 later in the period with a power play marker. Former Russian World Junior Alexander Dergachev scores his 11th of the season. Dynamo pull back to within one before the period expires. Zach Mitchell puts the puck on net, and Shane Freitas redirects it home for his 23rd goal of the year. Former Kitchener Ranger is having a season to remember. He's got a chance to tie it up early in the third, but he hits the post and the puck rings back into play. So close. Vidas secure the win with the empty netter. Zahar Bardakov hits the vacant cage, and Vidas keep their playoff hopes very much alive as they take it 3-1 at home ice. Let's see how Vidas' direct competition doing cheer for vets. Spartak lets him up against Severstal. First goal comes late in the opening frame. Igor Morozov plants himself in the slot and scores his 10th of the season. Severstal make it 2-0 8 minutes into the second frame with a power play goal. Daniil Vovchenko opens up for a cross-ice pass and sizzles it home with a one-timer. They get another goal on a man advantage right after that. This time Alexander Petunin hits the target, and it's 3-0 after 40 minutes of play. Spartak swap Alex Rychkov for Pavel Homchenko and make things interesting in the third. First, Yakov Rylov solves Vladislav Podjapolsky on a power play. And 6 minutes later, Lukas Radel nets his 19th goal of the season to bring Spartak back to within one with lots of time on the clock. But they won't get a single point for the efforts. Alexander Petunin nets his second of the night and 18th of the season to restore the 2-goal margin. And then Vladislav Kadala scores on the empty 4x6 to seal the deal. Spartak suffer a huge loss on the road as Severstal take it 5-1. And there are just a few more scores left to tell you about. Mitro Zhukhanov notched a pair of goals, and After Belis beat Neftekimik 4-3 on home ice. Ryan O'Neill converted on a power play within the final 5 minutes of regulation, and Jokerit beat Cologne Red Star 2-1 on the road. And finally, Red Army scored twice in a span of 14 seconds early in the third and beat Sochi 2-0 on the road. And that's it for KHL update, but do come back this Sunday for 9 more games, including Battlelog versus Boris and Jokerit against SKA St. Petersburg. My name is Andreas Sachenko. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.